Welcome here from Green Bay, Wisconsin for SmackDown, and we're starting off with a tag match. It's Io Shirai, or Io Sky, I always fucking get that mixed up. Io Sky versus, and Xia Li versus Sonya Deville and Charlotte Flair. So of course we know that Io will take on Charlotte at Backlash, but they will be going against each other in tag action here tonight. Io successfully retained her title last week in a singles match versus Sonya Deville, so this is Sonya's way to kind of get redemption tonight.
Whoever wins the Super Bowl, I'm putting in the MFL. I'm putting their fucking Raw in there for a month.
For a month.
Huh?
For a month.
Yep. When they're home the Packers of Green Bay. Here comes Xia Li.
And her partner from Chongqing, China, Xia Li.
So Xia Li, very methodical entrance to the ring as always, and she's pretty dangerous when paired up with Io Sky. So we'll see if this duo can knock off Charlotte and Sonya tonight in tag action.
Here comes
Sonya Deville. So, of course, lost her world title match from last Friday, but she can get her redemption, as I said earlier, tonight if her and Charlotte could pick up the dub against Io and Xia Li.
Deville. Here comes
Her tag partner, the #1 contender for the world title, Charlotte Flair.
And from the Queen City, Charlotte Flair.
And this tag match is next here on SmackDown. And here we go. So the world champion and the woman she beat last week will start off with it in a double stomp there to Sonya. And a tag already to Xia Li. So Sonya takes down Xia Li here. Of course, Sonya has the #1 contender on her side, while Xia Li has the champion on her side. So some pretty reliable tag partners to have here. It's going to be interesting to see Xia Li and, Io Sky and Charlotte Flair go at it. if they even do in this match. And oh, forearm there. Now picks her up. And Sonya, shoulder block. Charlotte just watching on as Sonya takes out Xia Li. Oh. And throws her across the ring. And a tag to Flair. The #1 contender in the ring here with Xia Li. And Flair, of course, the most established female talent of all time. Her stats are so impressive that they're even up there with some male legacies. She's a 14-time countered, and rolling her up now to get the win. As I was saying, though, she's a 14-time champion, women's champion, of course, women's tag champion, Royal Rumble winner twice, and she hasn't won Money in the Bank, but she did compete in it earlier this year, and takes her down, cover. She's competed in 3 in her career, and a kick out.
She just doesn't win it.
Yep. More Women's Royal Rumble wins than any woman in history, as I mentioned. And countered again. And right now, it's Flair in control, but Xia Li's trying to fight back. Countered. And nope. Countered again.
That kick out.
And there we go. Countered. Takes her down. Flair, big boot, missed. Xia, suplex, Flair, counters. And big boot. Trying to go take the leg out. Nope. Big boot from Charlotte. Cover. And a kick out from Xia Li. Xia now going to the ribs of Charlotte Flair. Bam! Down she goes. And now the champ is in. The #1 contender versus the champion. Io in control. Io. Drop kick to the back to the #1 contender. Now going to go after Sonya maybe? Nope. And Io Sky. Bam! Backbreaker to Flair.
And now Io grabbing her.
Knee to the face. And now it's Charlotte, who's in need for a tag, and right to the ribs. But Flair, insecurity. Picks up Io, counters. And Sky again. Backbreaker. Flair in trouble here on SmackDown. SmackDown, it's a tag match here to open the show. It's Flair and Sonya versus Io Sky and Xia Li. Of course, Flair catching up a little bit of momentum during the break over the woman she will face in 2 weeks from tomorrow at Backlash. Io Sky, of course, for the Women's Championship. Flair now takes down Io. Io drop kicks back up. And Charlotte able to catch her and throws her. And roll. Double stomp. Charlotte needs a tag. She's got it. Both women tag in. They're partners. And nice. What a move there from Xia Li. Now going to attack the champion. But.
The champion, what?
Sorry, the #1 contender. Oh, my bad. Anyways. Sonya was able to take it. Yeah, Sonya was able to take advantage of that. And punch to the gut. And knee. Kicks well and takes her down. And now going to go after the #1 contender. But that's going to catch her off guard. Roll up. 1, 2, no. And now it's Xia Li in seeming need of a tag here. Back in from the break, and Charlotte Flair. Is looking to dive there. Instead, gonna attack Zaya while she's in the ring. Takes out the champ. And now Flair. Gonna go for natural selection. Cover. 1, 2, 3. And Team Charlotte and Sonya win it here. But Charlotte couldn't pin Io. Had to pin her partner, so what does this mean for Backlash? We'll see, but Zaya takes the pin and Charlotte and Sonya win it tonight. And here we go. Daniel Bryan is out here to, in his words, apologize for the accidental attack on Braun Breaker last week during their tag match. He accidentally kneed Braun Breaker, and which would ultimately cost him the match and the tag titles, because that would end, and then a disqualification as well. So Bryan says he's out here to apologize. Braun Breaker we haven't heard from Braun Breaker at all on social media or through any media since the event happened, so he's clearly not happy about it. Here's the champ, yep. I don't think he's ready to hear it yet. So the first time we have seen or heard from Braun Breaker since last Friday.
And his opponent from Woodstock, Georgia, weighing in at 200.
Who got pinned, right? It was Bryan, right?
No, it ended in disqualification. It was for the tag titles. They obviously didn't end up winning it because of the DQ, which advantages the champion in every match. And Bryan's getting in the ring. Braun's still doing his entrance. And we'll be back after this. Okay, look, Braun. What I did last week was a complete and utter mistake on my part. Honestly, one of the bigger regrets of my career, because you're a young guy who's clearly the future of this business, and we should be tag champions right now. Unfortunately, something got in the way, and I ended up attacking you, and hitting you with my knee and everything. And then there was the disqualification. So yes, we should be tag team champions now. We're not. And look, at Backlash, I don't want this to cause any real animosity with us. Okay. I just want the best man at Backlash to walk out with the IC title. But look, I just want you to know that I have, again, no animosity for you. Last week was a complete and utter mistake.
Okay, Daniel, but if it does happen again, I know you're bullshitting too. I also don't know if I can entirely trust you. So just know that, okay?
You have my promise, okay? At Backlash, it's just going to be you and me. No animosity. We're just fighting for the title, okay? I'm not, because I think you're a great guy, and obviously you hold a very important place in this company. Shit just happened, okay? I'll see you at Backlash. Well, looks like things went over pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, Braun is a nice guy, so wasn't expecting much else.
next here on SmackDown, it's Ridge Holland versus Drew McIntyre with Gunther at ringside. So you gotta wonder, is Gunther gonna try to cost Drew this match, as he will defend the title against Drew at Backlash 2 weeks from tomorrow. So here comes the Brawling Brutes. And they're getting accompanied to the ring by the ring general and the undisputed champion,
The following contest
Gunther.
is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Bush, representing the Brawling Brutes from the United Kingdom.
So Gunther chose Ridge Holland to take on Drew McIntyre tonight,
Ridge Holland!
as Drew said he would fight anybody Gunther puts in front of him. But with Gunther at ringside, you gotta wonder if this is an advantage for Ridge Holland, just by Gunther being at ringside.
Then you have the dangerous Butch there too.
Yeah. And now here comes the #1 contender for the undisputed title, Drew McIntyre.
Is that right?
Drew McIntyre.
It's better.
And his opponent from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre.
So we know Drew went on countless attacks on Gunther. He's slowed down a little bit since then because he doesn't want to lose his title opportunity. But he says this time it's not going to go like Money in the Bank. When me and Gunther get into that ring, he is 100% losing in our next matchup. Drew McIntyre versus Ridge Holland next here on SmackDown. So here we go. McIntyre, Holland with Gunther at ringside. Let's go. And oh! He tried to get Drew off guard there. And maybe he did a little bit. Drew thought he was distracted. Oh, Uranagi cover to beat Drew. No, rope break. And a neck breaker from McIntyre. And Drew gets up. And a headbutt to Ridge Holland. Of course, Ridge and Butch, former tag team champions, lost the titles back at Money in the Bank, but they're still a hell of a tag team and even great individually. And Ridge Holland now. Oh my God! What the hell is this move?
Cesaro.
Jesus! What a move!
Doesn't mean I would say Cesaro. But
What strength too? Drew McIntyre is nearly 300 pounds. Drew with a big kick to the head and a neck breaker again. But Ridge is going to get up first. And Ridge now picks up Drew McIntyre. And Ridge honestly could give Drew a run for his money tonight, which would be impressive considering Drew is one of the hardest superstars to beat on the current roster, on both rosters. So a win over Drew would be a big deal for Ridge. And a huge momentum loss for Drew McIntyre going into a world title match in just 2 weeks. And also, you have to keep in mind Charles Robinson is officiating this match. And we saw Drew pay Robinson off last week versus LA Knight. Oh, takes him down. Spinebuster there. So you have to wonder if Charles Robinson even comes in to play during this match. It seems like both sides are advantaged in some way. I mean, Ridge has the world champion at ringside, and Drew has the officiating. Potentially. And a neck breaker. I wouldn't doubt it, though. Picks up Ridge. And I'm going to go for the white noise. There it is. Uh-oh. Look who's getting involved. Gunther. Gunther getting into a big fight with Drew.
It was just too hurt to take advantage.
And oh, went for a clothesline. I think he's going for bigger ideas. Does he want that Claymore? Or no? Future Shock instead. Burying his head into the mat cover. 2, 3, McIntyre wins. So Ridge put up a good fight, but ultimately Drew McIntyre walks out with a victory in clean fashion as well in front of Gunther. Drew says the conspiracies, sorry, the ref conspiracies are just conspiracies, and it's on Gunther's head. Oh my God, no! And Drew, don't! Why are you doing this? Drew's gonna lose himself a title match. He made a promise to not attack Gunther, but instead he's doing just that. A vicious attack on the champion here.
I know he tried to cost you a match, but the match wasn't even that meaningful.
Uh-oh. Going right to the legs. Gunther trying to get up. And a Claymore on the champion. Once again, McIntyre stands tall over Gunther. 2 weeks away from their world title match at Backlash. And here comes out Rhea Ripley. She said it herself last week. She said, I'm going to come out every single week until SummerSlam and to acknowledge, or to call it Bianca Belair. And here she is.
Even in Backlash?
Yep, she said she'd even come out to Backlash at Backlash too. Just to literally just talk and call her out.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing the Judgment Day. From Adelaide, Australia.
Rhea's not happy, of course. She blames Bianca for all her shortcomings in the past few months. And feel about it. In Rhea's head, she's in the right, and that's all that matters. Well, Rhea Ripley to speak next. You all know why I'm here. 20 seconds. And if you don't come out, Bianca, I'm going to do this again next week. And then the week after. And then the week after. And then the week after. I'm not playing. I'm going to count down from 20. 20. 19. 18. 17. 16. 15. 14. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, look, you're still not here. Just another week of you being a bitch, huh? Okay, well, looks like I'm going to have to come out next week. Wow. Rhea's being that petty, huh? Coming up next here on SmackDown, it's Kurt Angle versus Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed, of course, had a brutal attack on CM Punk weeks ago and says if CM Punk doesn't face him at Backlash, then he'll have to lose his briefcase. And Kurt Angle has been on a weird trajectory lately. So let's see what man can pick up the victory here.
Here comes Kurt Angle.
Yep, he hasn't been in the best headspace lately. He hasn't been winning many matches. But a win over Bronson Reed will probably boost his momentum a little bit, so let's see if he can pick up the dub.
237 pounds.
And now Bronson Reed coming into the ring here.
Big Bronson Reed.
Yeah, he's got a big attitude lately. I mean, literally, I think almost crippled CM Punk. CM Punk is still in the hospital. We don't have too many updates, but we don't know his status. We don't know if he'll be back for Backlash. I mean,
SummerSlam.
yeah. But Bronson Reed is at a total advantage right now because he says, if I get to face CM Punk at Backlash, then I get to beat his ass again. And if he doesn't show up, then I get the Money in the Bank. And Adam Pearce agreed to those the rules. I don't know how. He must be out of his fucking mind. But whatever. I mean, that's how it is. So regardless of whether Punk is back at Backlash or not, Bronson Reed is advantaged. So here we go. Angle, Reed. Kurt definitely does not want to face the same fate CM Punk did. Actually, both these men are responsible for another talent being out for an ungiven amount of time. We know Kurt Angle broke Damian Priest's ankle about a month ago, and we haven't seen Priest since. And Bronson Reed attacked CM Punk the night after Money in the Bank, or I guess I should say the week after Money in the Bank. And we haven't seen Punk since. And a lot of rumors have been going around that attack on CM Punk was, of course, ordered, but Bronson Reed hasn't confirmed or denied that. So, I don't know. And Reed now with Kurt takes him down. And Bronson Reed, oh my god, that could have been detrimental for Kurt Angle.
I mean, he's had neck problems in his past. I would have destroyed it.
And there's a upper right hand.
He literally won a gold
Reed.
medal with a broken neck.
Yep, he'll never let that down. Anyways, I mean, it's one of the most impressive feats ever, so I get it. An Angle. Nope, countered. And Bronson Reed again. White noise! You want to talk about something that's going to hurt your neck? That's one right there. Kick out by Angle. Kurt with a punch. And now Angle. Reed, nope. Counter by Angle again, right to the ribs. Upper right hand. Angle punching away here on Bronson Reed. But I'll send this for a quick break. Back here on SmackDown, it's Bronson Reed versus Kurt Angle. And Bronson Reed! Nice move there on Angle, pinning him. And Angle with the kick out. So of course, both men in weird headspaces right now. Angle, Angle slam! Covering Reed! One, kick out at one. And Kurt, he wants that ankle lock. He's going to favor that leg of Bronson Reed. Imagine if he can make Bronson Reed tap or break his ankle. I mean, that's a big boy, and also CM Punk would probably thank him for that. But
yeah, then he wouldn't lose his briefcase.
And Kurt Angle with Bronson Reed on the apron, back first. And Kurt going to continue to go for that leg. Kurt has been more vicious since that Money in the Bank loss. Suplex on the outside. He's been quieter as well. We haven't heard much about, we haven't heard him say much lately. Charles Robinson going to continue this count. His job is in jeopardy right now. And Kurt Angle suicide dive!
Yeah, I think he was waiting for that.
But Bronson Reed, shoulder block. DDT on Angle. Back here on SmackDown, and Bronson Reed is tearing apart the announce table here. And Kurt lands. Uh-oh.
He hurt his back.
Bronson Reed picking up Angle. Oh my god, right on the floor. And Jesus! All his weight.
Angle's chest.
Bronson Reed, oh no. Oh no. Bronson Reed with Kurt Angle.
Poor
No!
No!
No! That's a 400-pound man! Through the table!
Angle!
Oh my god, we might need paramedics. He's about to do to Kurt Angle what he did to CM Punk. Oh no. Somebody stop this. We already saw this two weeks ago. Oh no. Bronson Reed. Jesus, right to the neck. Reed, oh my god. To the top rope. Splashing on Angle. Cover. 1, 2. Somehow Angle kicks out! But maybe that was a bad thing.
He is a fighter.
He might still be in the match, but he's definitely not in winning position right now. Bronson Reed again to the top. Missed! He missed! Angle.
With the light, he was starting them earlier!
Ankle lock! Is Bronson gonna tap? Is Bronson gonna tap? What's he gonna do here? Bronson Reed. No! But the damage has been done. Both men hurt severely here. He's trying to go back to it. No. Bronson. Nope. Kurt punch. Bronson to the back. Countered. Kurt muster up a comeback spear! Oh my god! Kurt rolling out of harm's way for his own good. And Kurt's doing anything. I mean, the guy's probably struggling to breathe right now, but he wants to win this match. He's tired of losing. And they're going after Charles Robinson. You're going to have to cheat to do it.
But he's too weak.
Everybody's out.
Even the ref.
And now look at this, getting back into this. Bronson Reed. Jesus. Everybody out. Wait, Bronson back to his feet. Going to the top. Going to the top. Angle can't have this happen to him again on the back, too. Picking up Charles Robinson. Cover. 1, 2, 3. And just like that, Bronson Reed dominates Kurt Angle. Right here was the end. Angle did everything he could to win this match, but Bronson Reed is just on a rampage right now. He's beating the hell out of anybody in his way.
Here is your winner, Bronson.
Oh no. I'm not here to worry about that bum that I just beat the hell out of. CM Punk. If you show up at Backlash, and I hope you do, I'm going to do you even worse than I did you last time, and I'm going to do you worse than I'm about to do Kurt Angle right now. Oh my god, no, Bronson, stop.
Kurt Angle's beat enough.
Oh my god. Somebody arrest this guy.
He's clearly not safe.
Oh my god. Beating down Kurt Angle with a chair. His back specifically, which he just jumped on. Kurt trying to get out of harm's way. Forget about it. DDT onto the chair.